He does have a lot of slow links, but he needs that speed. First Stalker comes out. 2 Adepts on the way with Glaives. It's not actually that many units out for Zeratul. 1 base Protoss does not produce very much. Warp Gate is nearly done though, and he's going to go for 5 gates of production. This is going to be a lot of Adepts coming his way that can split up, which is very good against the slow links, but they're not very fast at all. But we still don't have speed for Keys. It's only just coming up now. It takes like 2 minutes to build or something. That could be very painful indeed. So I would like to see more coins. I'd like to see some spines. Keys doesn't actually have an Overlord in position to know that Zeratul is not yet taking his natural. I would like to see him scout that too. And he's building a lot more drones actually. This could be very dangerous for Keys.
Yeah, with
He needs to cut, he's making a Bane Nest, which is good, but he needs to cut drone production and needs to cut it about 30 seconds ago, but failing that now would be a good time to do that.
I think really what this comes down to is that Keys has not scouted even the bases, so he doesn't know if Zeratul has a second base or not.
And 5 more drones on the way. The Bane Nest is not yet done. Speed is not yet done. I'm afraid this looks like it's just going to be the game for Keys.
Yeah,
He
this
sees
is a lot of
Glaive Adepts. Literally no amount of speedlings, let alone slowlings, is going to stop this. You'd have to have hundreds of them. Glaive Adept Wreck Lings. Watch and see. They didn't even lose one. If you're going for a timing like this, 2 or 3 bases, these just needs more than Lings to defend. But this is basically like two bases worth of adepts if you're pressuring instead of
yeah. I
all in
mean,
it.
because the bases are so spread out, he might have time to get Banelings somewhere, but there's no speed on those Banes, and he's already taken so much damage.
Exactly. He actually hasn't lost any workers, but the mining time being denied is huge. Yeah, Keys tries to engage, but especially with that position with the surface area being denied, there's just no way. Zeratul has totally tricked Keys, and he will take this game as a reward, showing that Battle for the Ball can in fact be won, as long as you manage to do something a bit tricksy.
Yes, indeed.
And with that, I shall be taking my leave, because I believe you're up next, right?
Yep.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I'll hop back in after your games if there's still anyone left from Lit to cast.
Okay, now I'm just going to disconnect from Discord and
You have not enough minerals. 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 Command me. Decide. You have not enough minerals. 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 My meditation base is under attack.
The firstborn.
You have not. Base is under attack. You have not enough minerals. Base is under attack.
I have met the end. Oracle perceiving.
Base is under attack.
An omen. Let us be. Our fates, we meet our fate.
I'm here in the shadows.
I see. Harmonized. We interpret.
Base is under attack. Cold is the void. Research complete. Base is under attack.
Dimensional strings attuned.
Your probes are under attack.
The enemy has discovered us.
Our pylon is under attack.
It is destined.
You have not enough minerals.
Our fates are one. We meet our fate.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. Base is under attack. You have not enough minerals.
Good grief.
Base is under attack.
Cold is the void. You require my skill.
You have not enough minerals. Your base is under attack.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Base is under attack.
State thy bidding. We are one with the shadows.
We stand as one. Base is under attack. You have not enough minerals. Your probes
Let our enemy know our fury. Intriguing. I am here in the shadows.
Our fates are one.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough. Your probes are under attack.
It shall be as you say.
You have not enough minerals.
For the record, cold is the void. Now.
Our pylon is under attack. Mineral field.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Tough break, man.
You know, I should have known it was an oracle now that I'm thinking of the fact that I didn't see any gateways. I knew it was a proxy something. I just... oh well.
You live, you learn.
Yeah.
So it will be now 2-1 in Lit's favour as we go into our first diamond level player. So who are we sending in?
A new addition, or somewhat new. I mean, not new, but within the last month, I want to say. Clone.
Don't think I've met Clone.
Yeah, I've talked to him briefly. So I don't know much about him, but we'll find out.
Well, taking a look, Clone appears to be a Diamond 3 Zerg. Let's check his stats. He does have 57% win rate against Protoss, which is nice, though it's a pretty small sample size of only 28 games this season. But he seems to have a handle on the matchup.
Alrighty then. That should, hopefully he, doesn't, well, I mean, it's not Boardwalk, and so we probably won't see the same sort of,
I mean, we could, but probably not. That seems like a build that he did.
yeah, it seems map tailored to a certain extent. Agreed.
I always forget to turn off the stream.
Oh, did you get,
I got my own voice again.
Yeah.
I turned it off. It's all good.
yeah, I just mute it.
I'm just such a pro level caster.
I mean, I've been making errors on the casting end all day, so.
And here we go.
Oh, like, I never had the out-of-game overlay this whole time.
Oh god. better than forgetting to switch it back, eh? In the top left, representing Psionic Aftermath, it is our first diamond. It is the new addition, the Red Zerg Clone.
And spawning in the bottom right as the yellow Protoss, it is Zeratul.
Zeratul proving himself to be quite the tough customer. I didn't meet him in my time in Lit, but he seems to be quite a good platinum player. He's gotten 2 kills under his belt so far. Let's see if he can get a third one. Sending a very fast probe across the map, and there comes the Forge. We are going to be seeing a cannon rush, but Clone is prepared. He is sending that Overlord to scout that. So, looks like Zeratul will just try and deny this hatch instead. Ooh, Clone does need to send that probe back, but it looks like... Oh, Zeratul's going for his gas steal again. Clone, come on, you gotta take your gas, man. He should have seen that from the stream. I'm not sure why I didn't react. So and Zeratul goes for the cannon rush with his second probe, walling himself in, but I actually don't think that's going to be enough space for a cannon. So I think he might have messed that up, and yes, he has. Drone's being pulled to try and deal with this. He's going to take out the first cannon. He's going to try and chase that probe down. He needs to pull more drones in order to get this to work. His spawning pool is on the way, but if he can't take down those probes, he needs to pull more.
Early enough. The cannon is already halfway done, and there's not enough surface. Yeah, he's just gonna have
yeah, he's cancelling the hatch, and looks like he'll take the hatch somewhere else. One probe does go down.
Oh, this is
and he needs to get these
the
drones out.
Are gonna... Ah! Okay.
And a couple of drones do go down, as Zeratul makes a gateway. He does not appear to want to give up this position at all. He's probably just going to try and push up to the main with some sort of attack.
Yeah, I don't
We'll see
think he
how
even
Clone
plans on
reacts.
expanding.
Oh, you can't send those Zerglings out there.
Okay.
And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, you always watch the stream.
Oh man, this is such a awkward situation. I think I mean, he can't even knight us because he doesn't have the gas, so, like...
He could throw down a Roach Warren, though. Roaches cost gas, but the Roach Warren actually doesn't.
Okay.
So that might be his best idea. And then start producing roaches as soon as he can start getting some gas up. That seems to be his best bet at this point, especially because Zeratul making no attempt to... He's walling off at home, but he's certainly not giving up on this position, considering he's got all of his gateways there at this point. If Clone can break this position, he basically wins the game.
Alright.
But that's easier said than done.
It looks like, I want to say this is not a full wall. I'm not entirely certain from the Protoss. I think the cannon...
You mean at his main?
Yeah, I think the cannon had to be on next to the forge.
No, that is absolutely a full wall.
Okay.
The cannon is actually behind the wall, it can't be hit at all. And we have a robo on the way from Zeratul. I'm pretty sure this is Prinef's style. If he throws down a second robo, I'm certain of it. Yep, he's been studying from the master of cannon rushes himself.
Man.
He's going to make Immortals and a Warp Prism, and he's going to try and break this down.
Roach Warren has started, so...
And he is taking some gas. He is getting a second gas now. He does have that third base, which has been hidden from Zeratul, which is really good. Zeratul was not scouted that location. So he thinks he's dealing with a one-base Zerg, but he's actually dealing with a two-base Zerg.
Well,
so it is possible for Clone to get a flank.
From a really funny angle and got themselves killed, so I think Zeratul could infer if he was thinking about that.
Oh,
but...
I didn't actually see that at the time. I was looking at the wall. But yeah, you've got to rally. You can't rally into that natural, not anymore. And we do have one Immortal on the way, while some Zealots... Yep, they do see that base, and they are going to try and harass it, but there are some Zerglings already there. Speed is on the way. Good surface, good movement on those Adepts, but Clone is ready for it. I think he was going to get both of these Adepts, and he does. Good move. But those drones, you can't rally them towards the main.
Oh, man. Okay.
He catches his mistake. So it's 23 workers to 23, but the army supply lead is heavily in Clone's favor at this point with his Roach Link. But as these Immortals and Warp Prisms start coming out, we're going to see how good Zeratul's micro is. Immortals in Warp Prisms can do a devastating damage, and with these shield batteries and cannons, this position is still nearly impossible to break. One interesting thing is, though, all of these cannons are in a triangle pattern. What this means is, if they're hit just right, all three of them can be hit with corrosive vials at once. So if Clone makes some Ravages, which I fully expect him to, considering how much gas he has, I would like to see some Ravages out of him now, actually. He might be able to break this position with more ease than he normally would, but the Immortals are coming. They are on the way, as is the Warp Prism. Queens will start to focus on that Warp Prism now. Ooh, that Warp Prism is actually taking a lot of damage already, which is very good for Clone. If that Warp Prism goes down, that's not good, but oh, that spawning pool is in range of the Immortals.
Clone did go for a counterattack during all this aggression, but it was met by, well, a full wall.
Yeah. And goes down. First corrosive vial. Oh, he can't attack it. He can't attack here.
With both the shield batteries and the
cannons, exactly. You just can't do that. He's seeing some roaches across that map. If he makes them into Ravages, he could break down that wall given some time. But he needs these Ravages at home as well. He's making more and more roaches. We shall see how this functions. Again, I would like to see more Ravages coming out of Clone. He knows there's no second base. He knows he can afford all of his resources to just defend this. He's going to try and go down, actually. Where is the Warp Prism? Oh, it is at the third base. He takes this opportunity to try and smash down some of these cannons, but the Immortals are on their way back. I don't think this is the best idea, especially with the shield batteries there. And I think Clone's just lost this game.
I agree. If he had Lings with that, maybe he could have continued that engagement, but without Lings, he really didn't have anything to support his roaches in that. Like, he had drained all the energy from the shield batteries, but without the Lings, the Immortals were really just gonna have a field day.
Yep, you gotta just defend, because if all that stuff is proxied and they're not taking a natural base, then you are alright. Especially if you had that second base, which Clone did. I suppose he was going to lose that base, so we thought he needed to do something right then, but without Ravages, you can't break this position.
I think the Immortal count is far too high now.
Absolutely, it's just going to break up, and GG well played coming out of Clone. Zeratul will take a third win, looking for the all kill. I really hope that our last diamond has actually been watching this stream, because that is so important. Let's see who our last diamond is going to be.
Okay, it's supposed to be Snowy.
Snowy was around earlier. And there he is. Let's take a look at Snowy. Snowy is a Diamond 1 Protoss, so we will be seeing a PvP to continue this series. Looking at the race report, his PvP is quite good at 64%, though again also a very small sample size, only 17 games played against Protoss this season. But still, 11-6 is a pretty good PvP record. So we shall see how Snowy manages to go with this. Have you played with Snowy?
Yes, I have. Though I did not see Snowy's PVZ. I've only seen his PVT.
Not his PvP? Aren't you a Protoss?
I was not playing.
Ah.
I mean, I was, but not against him.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Peep mode.
Well, it will be PvP that we'll be seeing, so I guess it will be a surprise for everyone, because I have not played with Snowy either. And yes, Snowy does get the Mac pick, he just can't pick anything that's already been played. Which is Neon, Boardwalk, Ascension, and Blackpink. So I believe that leaves us with Catalyst, Odyssey, which is just picked, and Abyssal Reef. So Catalyst and Abyssal Reef will be our 6th and 7th map if needed.
Yeah.
We will be stepping into Odyssey for our 5th game, I believe. I believe it is 3-1 in Lit's favor right now. We'll see if Snowy can bring it back.
Seeing if everyone's good? Question mark.
Both players are ready, and it looks like we will be getting into this match. Lit is on match point. Snowy will have to get 3 kills in a row if he wishes to take this match. Psionic Aftermath. Let's see if he's up to the challenge, as the game is loading in. On Odyssey, the map of 1,000 ramps and 2 gold bases.
There are a lot of ramps on this map.
In the top left, representing Psionic Aftermath, the ace player, the last hope, the final bastion. It is the red Protoss, Snowy.
And spawning in the bottom right, looking to close out the series, representing Lit, it is the yellow Protoss, Zeratul.
And you know what? I think we're going to see another cannon rush.
I think you're right.
We've got two
Two
probes going
probes
across
out,
the map.
and
We've got another probe ready to build, and here comes the Forge. Zeratul just going to stick to what he knows. But Snowy should see this coming. Now the question is, will he be able to deal with it?
well, he's
Cannon
seen
rushes
one
are
probe.
very hard to hold in PvP. He needs to pull probes and needs to pull them now. Snowy doesn't appear to be reacting. I think he might be going for a ninja expand defense. Actually, Zeratul has yet to put down pylons, but there it is, and it's going right at the mineral line. Which is actually quite good for Snowy. If he can stop this probe from building more stuff, he needs to... He's going to get that first one, but what about the second one? The second one is trying to get in. It's going to make that cannon. He needs to get a probe patrolling there. He needs to get more probes on that cannon. He needs to stop that probe from creating any more. He's got too many probes on the pylon. What's important is stopping the cannons right now. If a single cannon goes up, he's basically lost. And the probe micro for Snowy does not appear to be up there. He's even left that pylon alive with only a few hit points left. I think that's just it. He's let Zeratul get into a position he should not get into. And unfortunately that will just be the game. There is just no defense for Snowy left. And that will be the series. Very quick. All kill by Zeratul.
Yeah.
Proving that
Jesus.
if we had a training officer, we would have to put these people through their paces.
Yeah.
Cheese defense.
Definitely for the defensive of all cheeses and any cheese.
Congratulations to Lit on their victory, especially Zeratul. For a platinum to all kill a team, even with a lot of cheesy builds, it is no small feat indeed.
I think he did a really good job of varying his cheeses slightly. So, like, he only had to play, I mean, he played 2 Zerg and 2 Protoss, and for the second Zerg, or for the first Zerg, he went with the gas steel into glaive adepts, and then the second time he played the Zerg, it was cannons. So, like, while part of the problem was the gas steel that he started with, it was just a very different stage of the game.
Well, right,
afterward.
indeed. He did not do the same build against the same race more than once.
No.
He played quite well. Best of luck to Lit in the rest of the competition, unless we face them again, of course.
Alrighty. Well, I believe that concludes our, oh my goodness. Did I have the... I think I had the overlay on the wrong thing the whole time. Oh well.
At least it was a quick one.
Yeah. And at least you can still see everything. It's just wrong screen size.
And feel free to tune in to our channel on Afrika on Saturday at 5 PM Eastern. We will have Psycho vs. Bowman, 2 of our GMs playing for a $50 prize pool in a best of 9. It will be a TVP, as well as the next day, Penguin and Riser will compete in a PVZ for another $50 prize pool at the same time. Snoopy and myself will be casting the Psycho vs. Bowman match, while Gorgonoth will be casting Penguin versus Riser, and I believe he will have a co-caster to go with him as well. It's going to be some very high-level StarCraft, some great matches, and I hope I'll see all of you there.
Good night, everyone.